I actually wanted a road bike for quite some time and I came across this listing. This is a full carbon road bike with electronic group shifting and carbon wheels as well. So there are different colors and sizes. It's around 1000 US dollars and along with shipping it's 1200 US dollars. Since I'm in Canada, it is showing in Canadian dollars, but the shipping price will change based on your location. Now looking at the reviews, it's 4.8 stars with quite a solid feedback. And most of them are really happy and satisfied with the bike. And some of them even got the bike within 20 days. That's amazing. I hope I get the bike within 20 days. Now I do check out the 1 star review as well, 1 or 2 star. So looking at the 1 star review, this person has complained about the sloppy paint job. I guess he did get a bad product. Yeah, I think there's shipping damage. Oh, yeah, and there's a paintwork damage as well. So, yeah, even the seller has replied. I don't know what happened between them, but I will leave it up to you guys to judge. The seller has been there for 10 years, and the seller is called as Seraph Official Store. I will leave an affiliated link below for you guys to check it out. It will help the channel grow as well. Now, looking at the specification, it's quite good. Now, before that, I did reach out to the seller to ask about the bike size. So I'm 5'10. They recommended me to go with 53. Now the specs sheet talks about the EDS group set and a couple of other things as well. Now I got this bike because of the carbon frame, carbon wheel set and EDS. So that's something which I'm looking for. And they claim the bike is around 9 kgs. That's something bold to claim. But let's see once we get the bike. Now the photos looks amazing. So one thing to note is that this bike is an aggressive style bike, which is an aero type. So if you're not comfortable with aero, I don't think this bike is the right fit for you. Before you purchase it, just try out the style if this is your first time purchasing it. But overall, I'm gonna order the black one with wavy wheels. So now it's just the waiting time. So after 1 month and 15 days, I finally got the package and there is a damage on the package. I hope everything is good inside. So let's quickly open up and see what do we have in the package. So we have accessories, wheels and the frame. And looking at the accessories, we have the charging cable for the Wheeltop EDS group set. Then we have the pedals. We have the carbon seat post. We have some tools with the rear through axle, some Allen keys, bottle cage, and then we have the seat. Now let's take the wheel out of the box. So the wheels are bubble wrapped and quite well packed. As you can see, this is the rear sprocket with 12 gears. Since I ordered the wavy wheels, I got the right one, so that's a good thing. There is a disc protection plastic casing which is used for protecting the disc, and the tire is Kenda tire, which is of 26 mm, and the wheel size is 700C. So I did read comments saying that the tire does get flat quite easily. That's something we need to find out later on. And out of the box, we have the frame itself. It has really good packaging. I'm really impressed with the packaging. I am really, really impressed. I never thought that this can get any better. Now, after removing all the package, I was curious to see whether there was any damage, but glad to see that there wasn't any. The frame is good, sleek. The black matte finish is also good. I don't see any scratches, no blemishes, nothing. And the front cockpit has the cable already routed, which is good for me. I don't need to do an additional effort. And then here we have the front derailleur, which I should be pairing it shortly. And then we have the Sumig chain and the PRI6 crankset, which has 2 gears. And then we have the rear derailleurs. Now this bike has the disc calipers already attached to the bike, so that's something good as well. Now I also read a couple of people complaining that the rear through axle has improper or poorly finished holes. So, from my initial observation, I don't see such imperfections. So, overall, the bike is pretty good quality, and I'm glad that it came in one piece. Now, I'll quickly time lapse through the installation process. I don't want to spend more time on showing you each and every step. I recommend you to check out any YouTube videos on how to assemble a bike. I was struggling a bit, but eventually I got it working. So, if you're not a person who wants to get their hand dirty, I would recommend you to get it assembled from a bike mechanic. Now, saying that, I did struggle a bit with the front cockpit, so I did ask another person's help to get it sorted. So, that's something which you guys also need to keep in mind, that it's not a one person job. So, with everything assembled, I ensured that the bike parts are properly greased. So, that's something you guys need to keep in mind if you're assembling it. And I'll be cleaning the bike after this. My initial thoughts, the bike checks all of my boxes. Overall, I think the bike is perfect for me. Now, I'll quickly show you the shifting of the rear derailleur. I haven't configured it or adjusted it. I'm just showing you out of the box. So, and while you set this bike up, the crucial thing is that you need to spend quite a bit of time to properly adjust the rear and the front derailleurs. Follow the steps, follow the instructions as given in the Wheeltop website or some YouTube videos, and it should work flawlessly. Now, here's the bike on the road. So, the bike looks sleek. I did have a couple of people reach out to me to ask about the bike and the pricing as well. When I told about the price, they were really amazed. Now, the bike weighs 10.1 kg with my measurement, though they claimed it is 9 kg, but with the bottle cage and a couple of additional things, I think it's around 10.1 or 2 kgs. I mean, that's fine. And looking at the shifters, so here you have the front and rear derailleurs, and the controls are on the brake, something similar to Shimano style. Right now it is in standard mode, so you can see it shifting, but there's also racing mode. However, I would recommend you to keep it in standard mode to save the battery. But overall, riding it for like 20 kilometers, I really enjoyed the bike. There was nothing wrong with the bike. Everything was smooth and worked perfectly out of the box. For $1,000, I would highly recommend this bike. Let me know in the comment section whether you are going to purchase this bike, and stay tuned for more updates.